Hey everybody, this is Professor Klein back in the Human Anatomy Lab, and I'm giving you a really fast, short video on the Quadratus Lumborum muscle. And alright, the first place we want to look at this is on the Essential Anatomy app, where we can see a 3D version of the Quadratus Lumborum, where you can see things like the psoas major in the front. You can see some of the back muscles, the multifidus there in the back. So this muscle is so deep. And now let's isolate it. It's got lots of different attachments I'll talk about in a moment. Alright, so let me focus this in here. And what is the Quadratus Lumborum muscle? This is it taped on a skeleton with the pink tape that you can see here, attaching to the ilium up to the 12th rib, as well as some of those transverse processes in the lumbar region. But let me jump over to the textbook so you can actually see this in relation to some other muscles. So here it is, Quadratus Lumborum, deep in there, and if I focus it, you can see that it is attached to that 12th rib, the transverse processes, and the ilium. It's so deep that even the transverse abdominis is more superficial. Normally that one's most deep, but in this case, the Quadratus Lumborum is the deepest. So what does this one do? Well, with all tape, and we do a ton of taping in this lab, what you're going to do is you're going to come on and pull down. And when you pull down on that piece of tape, see how the rib depresses or it kind of bears down? That's the function of the Quadratus Lumborum, is to pull down on that rib. Now when that happens, the entire skeleton would rotate, or not rotate, but it would flex to that side. And when you flex to the side, that's called lateral flexion. So it produces lateral flexion as well as just bearing down, especially if you contract both at the same time. Here's a couple exercises that would strengthen the Quadratus Lumborum, a very important muscle in your lower back. And back to the Essential Anatomy app, because we are not finished seeing the full view of it. Here it is isolated again. I've removed it and added it in, and really want to take out all the other muscles so you can see just the Quadratus Lumborum. There it is without even a skeleton. Looks kind of odd by itself, but let's add in some more muscle layers. So now you can see the transverse abdominis muscle coming in. That's a really important core muscle. So it is even deeper than that TVA. Let's keep going and add in some more muscles. Those are the rector spinae there that would lay over top of the lower back. Some more. And finally, the latissimus dorsi. And that concludes your really quick, fast video on the Quadratus Lumborum.